This will be a quick demo on how to configure your watch to send HTTP requests to your web servers. First, like any app, open up the Pebble Time app on your phone and click on Get Apps from the main menu. The easiest way to look for an app, if you already know the name of it, is to click on Search and type in that name. What we're going to do is click on Search, type in HTTP, and the application should be one of the first ones that comes up. Okay, we click on Add to start the download. Once it's finished, it'll open up on your watch automatically. The first thing that you'll notice is a message that says, basically there's nothing configured. To fix that, we'll be opening the configuration page on the phone itself. So let's switch back to your phone and navigate back to the main menu. And there you can go to My Pebble, and under Apps/Timeline, you'll see a new app that was appended at the very bottom of the list. So we'll click on the app and select Settings. On your first visit of the configuration page, you'll notice 3 options to choose from. The first is to create a new request where you can provide your JSON, URL information. The Save Changes button basically saves all of your requests and sends them from your phone to your Pebble Watch. The last Cancel button simply ignores all the changes you've made on the phone and closes out the configuration page. Let's go ahead and press Create a New Request. At the top, you can select whether this request is going to be a GET or a POST. The GET request will simply contain the name, as it'll be displayed on your Pebble, and the request URL. Switching over to the POST option, you'll notice that there's an additional field where you can provide the form or JSON data at the very bottom. For the purpose of this demo, I'll be setting up a POST request containing JSON data. For starters, we'll give this entry a name and then the URL of the request, and also the JSON data that my web server needs to successfully consume a command or an action. I'm going to speed up the video just a little bit so that you don't have to watch me type everything out. There's a couple of things you can do to test your request before you publish it onto your Pebble Watch. So the first thing is the format checker, because the last thing that you want to do is spend extra time troubleshooting your requests just because you missed a quote somewhere in your body or have an extra comma, etc. To showcase how that works, I'll take out a few characters here and click on the Check Format button. The app's going to let me know that there's something wrong with what I've typed by flashing red. And if I correct it here, when I press the Check Format button again, the app's going to flash green saying that everything's good. You can test your configuration by clicking on the Test button. The application will send the request to the URL you specified above, and your results will be displayed at the bottom. If you press Cancel here, all your changes will be thrown away, and you'll be taken back to the main screen. Once you've tested your request, click on the Save Requests button, and it'll take you back to the main screen. Now that we have at least one request, we have 2 additional options at the top. One is to reorder your requests, and one is to remove any entry. For now, we only have 1 item, so we can't really reorder anything, but we'll come back to the screen, and for now, we'll just save this request and publish it onto our Pebble. We'll click on Save Changes, and the configuration page will close. If you look at your Pebble, you'll notice that the list has been automatically uploaded with your new request. On the bottom, you'll see a status message. Ready just means that your watch is waiting for you to trigger a request. If I click on the request, the status will change to pending. That just means that the Pebble is waiting to get a response from that web server. And once your Pebble receives a response, the status code will be printed on the status message. So if you're familiar with the protocol, you'll know that 200 means there was a success somewhere. Now that we have 1 request, let's go back to the configuration page and add a few more. Also, if you want to change the order of the requests as you see them on your watch, just click on the Reorder tab and drag your items around. If you want to remove an entry on the configuration page, just switch over to the Remove tab and click on the X button next to the entry that you want to remove.